going on, everyone? DSP here, and an important channel update coming to you with here. I want to answer a lot of questions that have been bouncing around this week, over the course of this week, and also I've got good news, I've got bad news, I got a lot to talk about, so let's get started. First of all, what I want to talk about a little bit is what's been going on this week in regards to the playthroughs and things that I had said that I was going to be putting up on YouTube. First of all, if you haven't seen it, Gears of War 3 beta gameplay is up on DSPGaming. I played several matches on Monday, so check that out. Tuesday, I actually ran through the entire campaign of Portal 2, which was outstanding in my opinion. A giant improvement upon the first game. I really enjoyed it, and that's very popular actually on DSPGaming. Lots of people are leaving positive feedback about how good they think the game is and the playthrough was, so check that out. And for the record, and I will say this once and I will not talk about it again, I did not cheat during the playthrough of Portal 2. Lots of people are leaving pretty much insulting comments on the video saying, oh, well, Phil paused it here, and then he went and read a guide, and then he came back and immediately knew the answer. Well, that's not the case. It's not what happened, and I wouldn't lie to you. If it were, I would tell you that I cheated, because I've told you some games I had used strategy guides. For example, Fallout New Vegas. Absolutely, I used a strategy guide for that game. I did not cheat whatsoever in the Portal 2 campaign. There were some times when I was completely stumped, and rather than record 30 minutes of me sitting there thinking about what I'm doing or what to do, I would pause the video, sit there to try a couple things, and then when I finally figured it out, as you saw if you watched the playthrough, I started recording again. I explained exactly how I did what I did, and in some cases I did it again so that you could see how I did it. So that's the case, and you know, I don't know, some people honestly were like really fucking disgustingly vicious on the comments saying that I'm a dirty liar and dishonest, and you're now blocked. So enjoy your lifetime block. Don't come back to me begging to be unblocked. You should know better. If you want to comment on my videos, make another account. It's that simple. But anyway, so that happened on Tuesday. Now originally on Wednesday, here was the plan. I had talked to John Rambo, and he said he was going to come down. Remember, he lives in New York, so it is a significant drive for him to come and do stuff with me. He was going to come down, and we were going to do both Portal 2's co-op campaign, at least start it, and then we were going to do some Mortal Kombat offline gameplay. Well, what ended up happening was he came, and actually Howard had the opportunity to come over as well, and we did play some Mortal Kombat offline gameplay for about 2 hours, but then he said he had to go, and I was kind of surprised because I thought he was going to stick around to play Portal 2, but he said he couldn't, but he would be here on Saturday, today, and we would do it then. So then what did I do? On Wednesday, I played Mortal Kombat. We had the offline gameplay. Then I jumped into story mode, and I completed the entire story mode in one sitting, which was pretty grueling, but at the same time, you know, that AI was really broken as hell, especially with some of those boss battles like s.o.c.o.m. But I managed to beat it, so check that out over on DSP Street Fighter. All the Mortal Kombat footage is over there, and just so you know, it's extremely popular as well. People are really liking this game. The feedback is overwhelmingly positive, okay? Thursday, I did a couple things, actually. I started the Conduit 2 campaign, and then I kind of juggled around what other stuff I was going to do for the rest of the week. And so yesterday, I went ahead and finished the Conduit 2 campaign on DSPGaming, and then I also started the Mortal Kombat Challenge Tower gameplay on DSP Street Fighter. So all that's been going on this week. Well, unfortunately, here's the bad news, okay? I got a call from John yesterday. Unfortunately, his car's in the shop. And it's not some little minor thing. It's going to cost him $800 to fix his damn car. And let me tell you, he doesn't have any luxury car, okay? It's a station wagon. So to have to spend $800 to fix a crappy station wagon, I'd be extremely pissed too. And I'm sure he's pissed that he has to drop that kind of money. Especially, you know, because he doesn't have really a full-time source of income right now. So unfortunately, he said, the first bummer is he has no money for a couple weeks, but the second bummer is he has no car. It's in the shop, and they couldn't finish it yesterday. It's still in the shop today. So unfortunately, John can't come today. So that means a couple things. That means we can't do Smart Guys, so that's going to be delayed at least a week. We can't start the Portal 2 co-op campaign yet again, which kind of sucks because I know so many people are dying to see that. And there won't be any other basically co-op gameplay with John this week. Now what I'm looking to do, and I don't know if this is going to come together or not, is I'm trying to see if some local people, my friends, want to come over and play Mortal Kombat today. I know a lot of people want to see more offline gameplay, but it's very difficult right now. A lot of people are busy with stuff. I actually checked yesterday. A lot of people were working. So I'm going to see what I can do, what I can get to come together today. In fact, right after I finish this video, I'm probably going to start texting some friends and see if anyone can come over and play. But I'm going to try. If not, I'm going to burp and during the video. But anyway, if not, what I will be doing today is I am going to start the s.o.c.o.m 4 campaign, the single-player offline campaign. And as I've talked about earlier this week, we will be using the PlayStation 3 sharpshooter and see how this works with it. I have absolutely no idea. I have not even tried this yet, but I'm interested to see how this works out. And, you know, kind of seeing how I'm even going to hold it. Probably like this is how I'll hold it while I play. And see, you know, how long I can play before my arms get tired or whatever. But I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, so I'm planning on starting that today. I'm not absolutely 100% sure if I'm going to do that all day or not. But that is the plan for today. And then possibly also this weekend, I will be doing more Mortal Kombat Challenge Tower gameplay. I got to about, I think, like, Challenge 118 or something like that out of 300. So I do want to actually do all of them and see if I can beat them all. So more of that will be coming up over the next couple of days. Now, some news. There's some news in regards to everything that's going on, okay? First of all, more bad news, unfortunately, and most of you know this if you're PS3 owners. This week has been absolutely crazy for PS3 owners because for the past 3 days, that's right, 3 full days, PlayStation Network has been down, meaning you cannot play any games online on the PS3 right now. And it's really disappointing because look how many games came out. Portal 2, s.o.c.o.m 4, Mortal Kombat, and to be honest, most people bought Mortal Kombat on PS3 because Kratos is the exclusive character. So for 3 full days, Thursday, Friday, and now today, PSN is still down. And people are kind of like, what the hell's going on? There's rumors flying all over. Obviously, the big rumor, and I don't know if it's been 100% confirmed. I've heard conflicting stories that it was true, then it wasn't true. It's bullshit. But people are saying that it's anonymous, and if you don't know who Anonymous is, it's a group of hackers who have a lot of strong political views. And supposedly Sony has been trying to prosecute a hacker who did some hacking on PSN at one point. And because they're prosecuting this hacker, Anonymous is taking action and saying, how dare you? You know, he was basically trying to show security leaks in your own system, and now you're going to try to sue this fucking guy. Well, we're going to destroy you, basically, until you cease and desist. So supposedly for the past 3 days, Anonymous has been attacking PlayStation Network, the website, all kinds of stuff, and it's been down. Now, I don't know. Only thing I've been following is the official PlayStation website, and all it said is PlayStation Network is down for maintenance. That's all it said. And being that it's been 3 days now, obviously we know that's not the case. No one has maintenance for 3 straight days unannounced. So something fishy's going on. But the bottom line is, it's very frustrating because, as you know, this week all these new games came out. I wanted to play s.o.c.o.m 4 online, and I'm unable to right now. And I wanted to possibly with Portal 2. The thing is, you know, I didn't get to do the co-op on Wednesday with John because he had to go. I can't do it with him today because of his car troubles. And I was actually thinking in the back of my mind, all right, well, maybe I can find someone, you know, a fan or someone from the website, someone who has Portal 2 and can set aside, say, 5 hours on a day like Saturday, and we can sit down and over the internet hash out the co-op campaign. And then I realized, wait a minute, PlayStation Network's down. That's not even possible. I completely forgot. So it does kind of suck that is the case, but there's really nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. It's out of my control. Until Sony gets their shit straight and figures out how to get their own online system to work, how to stop hackers from hacking it, there's nothing I can do. It could literally be down for the next month. Who knows? Who knows what's really going on over at Sony? No one seems to be officially doing like a press release and saying, all right, we're coming clean, here's the deal. And the bottom line is, if people, if Sony did, they would be smart. If this really was a hacker attack from Anonymous and they came public and said, listen, we're being attacked, then number one, they probably have the public support. They'd probably have most gamers support because gamers just want to play games. They don't care about this political bullshit. And they're going to say, fuck Anonymous, you know, we want to play games. And then they would come out against Anonymous too. So I don't know why, if that is the case, if that's... the only other thing I can think of is Sony really fucked up. And it really isn't Anonymous. It has nothing to do with them. It's just some major fuck up where half their servers crashed, and now they really have no idea how to recover, and they're embarrassed. And so rather than admit what actually happened, they'd rather let rumors swirl so that no one really knows what's going on and they don't look bad. Maybe that's the case, maybe it's not. I have no idea. But it's really unprofessional of them to have a system down for 3 straight days, no hope of when it's going to be back up. I mean, it's ridiculous. So, unfortunately, no s.o.c.o.m Online, no Portal 2 co-op until they fix PlayStation Network, and we have no idea when that's going to be, okay? Some other people have said, Phil, are you going to do Mortal Kombat Online gameplay? Well, again, I've been playing it on PS3, and therefore I can't play it online. Now, I did buy it for the Xbox 360 as well. So if PS3 doesn't get fixed in the next couple of days, to hell with it. What can I say? I mean, that's their bad, and I probably will jump on Mortal Kombat on the 360 and try to play some matches online and see how it goes. So there will be online play at some point of Mortal Kombat. It all depends on what happens with PSN. So anyway, today I'm planning on, like I said, starting the s.o.c.o.m 4 offline campaign, and maybe some Mortal Kombat gameplay. Tomorrow probably will be the same, either more s.o.c.o.m campaign or more Mortal Kombat gameplay. Starting on Monday, supposedly there is another release of the Gears of War 3 beta, and I'm not sure if that's correct, but from what everyone's saying, you know, I got into the beta because I own Bulletstorm. Now supposedly this next week you can get into the beta if you pre-order Gears of War 3. And I'm wondering if I can still get into the beta with my copy of Bulletstorm. If I can, I might actually try it, because from what's been announced, it's going to be new game mode and new maps are going to be released on Monday, which I'm interested in, because if you saw the footage, only 2 maps and 1 game mode were available. It kind of got old after about an hour or 2. So I'm interested. I'm going to check that out. And then over the course of the next week, there's not too much going on. It looks like the next episode of Back to the Future will come out on PSN if they get it working. If they don't get it working, obviously that's not possible and I won't be playing it. There is another game that might be coming out, and I'm not sure about it. I've been reading a little bit about it. It's called The First Templar, and it looks like it's like an action RPG style game, and I'm not sure if it comes out this week. I was looking on IGN and it had this week as a release date, but I have no idea if it's really coming out or not. I might or might not check that out, I guess depending on what's going on with everything else. If PSN's up and running, obviously I'm going to be doing s.o.c.o.m 4 online and stuff like that. If it's still down, maybe I'll look into that game. I don't know. So that's what's coming up, just so you know. Plenty of content. I do want to say one thing about the channels, and then I want to give you some good news, because I know this has been like a bunch of bad news so far. The first thing, the announcement, is the channels have been doing amazingly well this week. DSPGaming has had, since the Portal 2 footage went up, for 3 days straight, actually had over 200,000 views per day, which is pretty damn good, and got it into the top 100 most viewed channels on YouTube all 3 of those days. In fact, one day it was almost, I think it was 400,000 views, which is crazy. That's amazing, and that means that you guys really like the Portal 2 footage, which is great. Of course, on the flip side of that, the Conduit 2 footage, that game sucked monkey dicks, so a lot of people didn't like that. But I will be trying Conduit 2 online as well. From what I've been seeing, the reviews and what people have been saying online, the Conduit 2 campaign, the single player, everyone knew it sucked. But the online gameplay, the multiplayer gameplay, is actually pretty good. So I will be checking that out this week. But the big news is, GSP Street Fighter the other day had over 500,000 views in one day. That's insane. The only other time that I think I've ever pulled off that many views in one day was like in the 4th quarter, you know, the blockbuster games that are coming out. I think maybe like when Modern Warfare 2 came out, my Dark Side Phil channel had those kind of views. But I rarely pull off that many views. And it put me in like the top, I think I was like the number 12 most viewed that day or something like that. That's insane. 500,000 views in one day is insane. So thank you everyone who's enjoying the Mortal Kombat footage over on DSP Street Fighter. You know, that's why I'm happy that you guys are enjoying it. That's a way for me to know I'm doing something right. And so you guys are definitely enjoying that footage. I love it. And I'm going to keep putting it out. Like I said, I'm going to do more Challenge Tower. I'm going to do more, or I'm going to start online gameplay, and I'm going to try to do offline gameplay. I got to see if people are available to play. Okay, now, some more good news. Well, this is really good news for people who live in this area, at least, you know, near me. A couple weeks ago, I talked about the Too Many Games gaming convention in Oaks, Pennsylvania, which is being held the first weekend of May, which is the 6th, 7th, and 8th of May, 2011. The good news is, you know, John unfortunately has to drop $800, but because he's doing that, his car will be in driving condition, and we have decided that we will be going to that convention. At this point, since the convention's in only 2 weeks, more than likely it's too late to get anything going. Originally, I thought, gee, maybe we could get a short panel going, where it could be like John and I doing Q&A with the fans for maybe a half hour or something like that, because that's the kind of stuff they do at these gaming conventions. But being that there's only 2 weeks left, I really doubt that it's going to come together that quickly. But I will today actually send them a message and see, maybe there is still a spot left for something like that, but I really doubt it at this point. But what we will be doing is we'll be hanging out there all weekend. We'll be checking out all the vendors. There's all kind of vendors. They're like selling old, used games. You probably see lots of Nintendo, Genesis, that kind of stuff there, all the classics. So if you're a collector, or if you're really into, you want to play some classic games, it's a really good thing to go to. There's also all kinds of stuff like apparel, video game apparel, bands. There's going to be like a dozen bands there that all play video game related rock music and stuff like that, so that'll be there. And other people will be there. The Angry Video Game Nerd's going to be there, James Ralph, and a couple other people. And there's also going to be tournaments. So there's going to be Marvel vs. Capcom 3 tournament, Mortal Kombat 9 tournament, Super Street Fighter 4 tournament. All that stuff's going to be there. And more than likely, since I'm there, I'll probably enter all those. And we'll see how I do. Being that I haven't entered a tournament for Marvel 3 or Mortal Kombat. Well, I did enter Marvel 3, but I got my ass handed to me at Final Round because I hadn't been playing the game. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And we're really looking forward to it. It's something different. But the bottom line is we'd like to meet the fans. If you guys can make it out there, we'd love it. Check it out. Just go to Google, search for Too Many Games, gaming convention. You'll get all the information. They have their own website. And right after I make this video and upload it, I'm actually going to jump on there and see if I can get us registered and get a hotel booked and all that. So that's going on in 2 weeks. That's where we'll be that weekend. Obviously, I'll be filming as much as they'll allow me to. I'm not sure if they're going to let me film everything, but usually those things are pretty free and open in what they allow, especially if you're promoting stuff. So, for example, if I'm promoting the convention, it should be fine. So we'll see what happens. But that's going to be interesting, something very different from just the gameplay footage that you usually see, and I hope that that's entertaining. So, alright, that's it. Very long channel update, I know, but it was a lot of information to get out. I apologize that the Portal 2 co-op campaign is delayed. There's really nothing I can do about it. The one other thing that I do want to say is John is going to try to make it this Wednesday to kind of make up for not being able to come on Saturday, but again, when he came on Wednesday last week, he could only stay for a couple hours. I don't know if that means he can only stay for a couple hours this Wednesday too. I have no idea what's going on, but if we get to it, we get to it. I really want to do the Portal 2 co-op campaign, but unfortunately, no one that I know owns the game. No one can set aside, 5-6 hours to play it, and all this bad stuff's been going on with John, unfortunately, with his car, so he couldn't make it today, and now with PSN down, there's really no way to do it. So I apologize there. I wish I could fix it, but I can't. So that's the bottom line. I'll see you guys later. Today, remember, I'm going to be starting s.o.c.o.m 4 single-player campaign on DSPGaming. There'll be more Mortal Kombat footage over the next couple of days, and we'll go from there. So I'm DSP. Thanks a lot. See you guys later.